and every Saturday night.
It's the giggling guru and the grin guys.
Hey, we're back.
back.
We're back. Dry February is over. Happy March, happy Saturday, and happy.
I'm going to call it right now. Kayla's going to say something about us not being in dry February in 3, 2, 1, now.
No, but you did say, hey. We got season 2, episode 22.
Wow.
That's a whole lot of
so I was
two.
up by a minute.
Yeah. Whoop, Thursday part. Nailed it. Yeah, we're back to drinking out of our cups, and it's not water anymore, which is pretty exciting. It's been a heck of a week. How about yourself, Dwayne?
It's been a heck of a week. I had to send out my crew of Guido and Leroy out to Grand Prairie to go make some collections, but hey, it all worked out in the end. Everything was good.
Hey,
No,
Gerald,
it was
I'm
all
going to
good.
have to request that
It was a
you
little
put
bit
your
of-
phone down.
What's that?
Hey, sorry, I'm with you guys.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Mhm.
How are you guys?
Yeah, welcome to the show, Gerald.
Hey, thanks for having me. That's great.
Yeah, it's great for you to show up. It's nice.
Well, I'm a busy man, so you do what you do.
Well, can you not just not text like for an hour? One figure speed demon?
I'll get my wife to text everything.
Yeah, my trick for the show is I put my phone away. It works really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, when you're as important as I am,
Well, what do you got going on, Gerald?
nothing, just staying busy. It's actually a positive time in my life. I'm feeling good. I'm doing stuff and not just sitting around, moping around, being depressed. Oh, that's a bad word about, all the other stuff. So it feels good. I've been busy for a week doing stuff, and it's great. It's great.
Well, that sounds exciting, buddy.
It is. Been doing a little bit of traveling, going to see people who have don't have the flu and things like that. So I'll drink. I'll drink to that.
Give the guy the floor for 20 seconds, and he breaks the rules every chance he gets.
Well, Colin, one of these days, I'm hoping that you realize that this is what happens when you give Gerald the floor. It's like,
He go.
he gone. You got to remember, he's working on his politicking, so he's learning how to do a filibuster where he just talks and talks. And whether or not anything makes sense, it doesn't matter. Gerald, love you to death, but whether or not it makes sense, it doesn't really matter because it's just words.
Gerald, love you to death. Come on, buddy.
I would never lie to you, Gerald.
I know that. I know. I remember when we hadn't seen each other for 200 years, and then where were we?
Yeah, I know. I was really hoping that would happen again soon too, but
You were hoping that last week, eh? Well, here we are.
So we met at a bowling tournament, right? We
I
met
was
at a bowling
thinking
tournament.
season 2.
Hey, I'm fucking talking here.
Sorry.
We met at a bowling tournament after how many years, wasn't it? Isn't that how we hooked up again?
Yeah, you and Kaylee came into the city.
Yeah,
And,
for sure. Yeah.
We went out and had some lunch.
Yeah, it was so good. That was a nice time. It's too bad we can't have any more of those,
You guys hooked up?
What?
That's a whole different show, dude.
That's what you said, Gerald. You said you and Dwayne hooked up.
There's Grandma Peggy's on there. Always lots of respect for Grandma Peggy.
100%.
Colton, one thing I noticed is that you ask us how our week has been, but nobody asks you, Colton, how was your week this week?
Oh, thanks, buddy. This week was...
Okay, so Gerald, what else is going on with you?
Wow.
Just kidding. Go ahead.
No, week was good. Getting ready for the auction here this week, so it was working in the yard and getting ready for that. So it's it's good. Good.
Do I hear
Getting
$25 going to make it 35? 35 going to make it $40 going to make it $40. Do I hear 55 5 5? Hey?
You're doing pretty good there, buddy. Where'd you go to auctioneer school?
Peace River and Cadott.
Oh yeah, I don't think they have one there.
Oh, they had one.
Well, they did, eh?
I was yelling all the time.
You got to be careful, man. You might damage your. You might get a sore throat if you're yelling lots, eh?
There's only one way to get a sore throat, okay?
Oh, and what's that way?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you're just gonna leave us hanging or what?
Well, I got nothing.
Okay, well, what do you call a little, or what do you call a pony with a sore throat?
Jackass.
Little horse.
A little horse.
I got one. I got one.
Nailed it.
I don't usually get those.
No, I'm impressed.
Thank
My
you.
answer was good.
A jackass.
Dustin. Oh dear, I'll take a drink. No,
Oh,
it's nice to see
speaking
you guys back. If I could say real quick, because I don't talk much on this show, but it's really nice to see you guys back drinking with me again. And I was getting a little stressed drinking by myself and making all the jokes for the last month. Holy crap, that was hard to do. I had to carry you guys for a month.
Yeah, it was almost like we were doing a challenge to not drink for a month, hey?
Almost.
I'm glad to have you back, guys.
Did we
Even
have
though it
a
was a great
challenge
thought.
for that, Colton?
It was
Joe? I'm not sure. Did we have a challenge to do that? I'm not sure.
no. Hey, there's Izzy.
Oh, there it is.
Izzy didn't fall down last night.
Are you done with your floor, or can I grab it here now?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good? Okay, well, how about we go over our rules there, Mr. Hafner, if that's all right with you? You can't say, oh, really? Because if you do, that's a drink.
You can't say absolutely, because if you do, well, that's a drink.
And you can't talk about anything negative, or that's a drink.
And last but certainly not least, you cannot touch your face.
You can't pick your nose. You can't do any of that stuff.
If that was the rules, man, you'd be piled up every week. I'm always like rewatching the videos, and there's Gerald. Me and Dwayne are having a good conversation, and here's Gerald picking his freaking nose every week.
I do it.
What's going, man?
It's intentional, okay?
He's going for gold.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you found
I
any?
don't know. I think there's just a little bit of coal dust up there, but
It's like a deep cavernous cave.
oh,
Well,
Goodbye.
at least you don't get brain freezes, though, hey?
no.
Yeah, you don't have the required equipment.
Shut up. You see, that's all you use. Right. I think we
Bazinga.
should bring Izzy on here one of these days when he's half lit, eh, Colton?
Hey, Gerald?
No, we shouldn't. He's like one of the what was that? Eric by? Yeah, we'd
Nikki by.
Nikki by. We'd lose that video somewhere.
Yeah, Nikki by. It was his birthday here the other day, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Nice.
we went out to what's that place called? Red Rock.
Oh, Southside.
Oh no, that was last Saturday. And then
Nice.
Tuesday, Nick.
Oh,
Nick
so you drank last Saturday.
You have to go out for his birthday twice, right? So we ended up going to Earl's. It was nice being out again,
Yeah.
Out in a restaurant, having a meal, a couple of beers.
Very
So-
cool.
I wanted to show you guys this because I said I would. I want to show everybody hopefully everyone can see it. Mental Health Association. I did it for the Alberta chapter, as you can see, and our final total of what we donated, which was $775,
That's awesome.
went in today. I just put a little note on there today to say that this is just a one-time thing, but that we do a podcast and we look to have a lot of fun when we do it. So we wanted to do a dry February and donate the money towards this because for us it was a great cause. So I also just wanted to reiterate to I want to thank all of those who have donated. Braden Kelly, Tracy Van Erve, Patrick Helms, Gerald Hafner, myself and my wife, Rose Gardner, and Mr. Colton Van Erve.
Hey, that's me.
I should say, sorry, last but not least, Mr. Colton. I just want to thank all of you guys for hanging with us through February, even though it was tougher for some than others.
No kidding.
But I'm pretty sure she got through it, but that's okay. She had her Jim Carrey to hang on to, so it wasn't a big deal. Yeah, we just want to thank everybody that donated, and we will maybe look at doing this again in October for Sober October. We'll see what happens.
That would be a freaking record. 2 months.
But that one will be for that one will be for HJ's 5-pin recuperation. I'm kidding.
That'd be a record though, man. 2 full months with no drinking.
Yeah.
That'd be a record for you?
100% it would. So many people that I was talking to over the month about dry February, they're like, man, really? Like you're going the whole month? Lots of guys that are like, man, I've never in my life like gone a whole month without like a beer.
No.
Because lots of guys will go home and they'll, have a beer after work or a couple of beers after work, right?
Yeah.
But it's it was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And
was that your record? The longest was 28 days for you?
I think it was more. It was more like 31 because I had a day before we started and then a couple days after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The longest?
I would say probably, yeah.
Okay.
I've never had a reason to want to. Like it now that I've done it, I loved it and I think I'd do it again for sure. So Sober October, Kayla, buckle up, buddy, because it's gonna go down.
Yeah. I will need that to recover from summer.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm looking forward to golfing again this summer. Holy smokes. Been watching lots of golfing videos again. So nice seeing green grass and the clubs and the golf carts and the refreshments.
We went and bought ourselves a little motorhome. So, little, but an older one, but going to look forward to taking that to the golf courses. And, we want to stay overnight and get shit faced. We can, right? So I'm looking forward to that. We can't invite Dwayne though. So I don't think he'll come.
Well, he definitely won't come if you don't invite him.
Okay, I'll invite him. But we are going to get the three of us together this year.
Well, I think we're definitely going to do a Giggling Guru golf tournament. We need to figure out what weekend that's going to work. Yeah. And because like talking to like friends about it, everybody's excited. Like, oh, count me in. And I've heard lots of that. So I think we'd have lots of interest in it, and we could put together a sweet little video at the end.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't wait. Yeah, that'd be fun. We should
probably start working on that sooner than later because I know a lot of courses right now are starting to book their tournaments and stuff like that right now. So.
We'll find one out here somewhere.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure. 4 hours, Dwayne. It's not a big deal.
It's not.
It's not. I do it all the time.
Hey, one day I drove from Toronto. One day and a half. My sister and I drove from Toronto to Grand Prairie. 36 hours straight.
Really? Like you guys didn't stay at any hotels? You just literally drove for 36
hours straight, baby. I dropped her off in Edmonton and I thought, well, I'm just about home. When we got to Saskatoon, I said, I can see Lloydminster. So let's go to Lloydminster, right? Get 2 more hours under your belt. And then all of a sudden, well, shit, we're in Edmonton now. I'm going home. So yeah, I was pretty tired on my way home, but I made her.
You guys must have swapped out drivers. There's no way
I don't let my sister drive my car. I drove 36 hours.
Yeah. You must have been so tired, man.
I slept like a baby.
Oh, yeah.
the last, you know what? You know where it is. They all say it, right? As soon as you're getting close to home, right? You start relaxing and getting tired and whatever. And so pretty much from Bellevue on, I struggled, but no problem. Here I am.
Well, we're all proud of you, Gerald, and we're so happy that you made it, buddy.
Wow, it wasn't about that. It was just a driving story.
Come on, that was nice.
Yeah, Kayla's right. Crack does wonders.
Cool, buddy. Proud
What
of
kind?
you.
What kind?
I don't know. I don't do it.
Is that bacon crackling?
Yeah.
Was that a goal there behind you, Dwayne?
No, it was not.
Okay, cool.
Hey, we're doing a podcast here.
Is that what we're doing?
I don't know. Is your phone on?
No, I put it aside. Everything has worked out, so I'm happy now.
I'm just teasing.
What's the longest that you've driven, Dwayne?
For me, 22 hours straight.
That's getting up there too.
Damn, where'd you go?
I went from here down into the Cranbrook area and then back up into Calgary. And then when we got there, we decided, you know what, let's just head home. So we just kind of turned around and came back home.
Damn, that's a cruise.
So, yeah, it was a long one.
So here you are, Dwayne.
It was in the middle of summer.
Oh, yeah. If you can drive 22 hours in a row, you can put up with 4.5 to GB.
So, Colton, I wanted to partake and lay down a bet there also with your crazy mother. I wanted to get in on this push-up thing for the Calgary and Edmonton wins if she wants to accept the challenge from the Dwayne.
She says no.
She said no on the goal.
Wow.
Tracy, the gauntlet has been thrown down. Do you accept thy challenge? Absolutely, and that's a drink.
Oh, that's a drink.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
That's the standing bet all season. So let's go Oilers.
So is that the standing bet for just this season, or is that the standing bet you guys always do?
Yeah, just this season, not including playoffs. We'll make a new bet once playoffs come.
Ah, awesome.
Because Calgary might not even make the playoffs, right?
Well, Calgary isn't.
Yeah.
They're the only team that I know that fires their coach after a win. Hey, you got to win, but you're gone.
Glad to see you finally figured it out. Bye.
That's just it, right? They already had it into place anyway to get rid of him, whether they won or lost, right? But
management is like, geez, we don't want to go any farther in the playoffs. Why are we winning for it? Put some loser behind the bench. So they went and got the best in Daryl Sutter. Had to pull him off the old cow patch.
Kayla says was a good move, though.
Kayla doesn't know hockey.
Fired before the win.
Oh, so we got to stand behind the bench, coach him to the win, and said, "Oh, by the way, win or lose, you're out."
Well, that's part of your HR agreements, right? The HR requirements. You have to get a little bit of notice. So you got a 1-game notice.
He got a first period notice.
He did, yeah. Yeah, you got 2 periods left. Instead of 2 weeks, you got 2 periods.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Look at the elder abuse. I'm tired of it. I'm not saying a bloody word. You know, you guys
haven't said anything to you. Who's elder abusing you?
Yeah. I get that a lot.
Coming from her, I wouldn't take that too personally.
I don't.
No, that's actually pretty nice. That's almost a compliment, Drill.
She's a 6-pack of cans already in, so she has no idea what she's typing.
Well, and we lost Mr. Walter Gretzky this week, eh?
Yes. Isn't that something? A lot of hockey dads out there, but he is the most famous hockey dad.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, if you think about it.
It's cool hearing all the stories coming out, like especially watching hockey, and then during the intermissions, there's lots of Walter stories coming out. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting to see, like, I mean, hearing the old fellas like, Mark Messier and the Kevin Lowe's and, the boys in the bus team on how much actually Walter kept those guys grounded, right? If they had questions or needed answers to something or something like that, he was the guy that they went to. He's the guys that they talked to.
Well, what he did was he kept them on ice,
He kept them on ice?
He kept them cool, man. He kept them on ice.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I see that.
Did you guys ever get the pleasure of meeting Mr. Walter Gretzky?
No, I never.
No. Yeah, you would think you'd run into him while you were living here in Edmonton, but no, you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. My mom and dad did, actually. They in the airport. They see him sitting in the airport in Edmonton, and Dad's just like, "Hey, that's Walter Gretzky." Like, he's just sitting there like a regular guy waiting for the plane, right?
Well, yeah.
And Mom's like, "No, it's not." He's like, "Yeah, no, that's Walter Gretzky. I should go over there and say hey, hi." Mom's like, "What if it's not Walter?" He's like, "I don't care. I'm just gonna go say hi." And went over and said hi, and he just, as he's walking up, Walter right away just puts out his hand to shake his hand.
Yeah.
And just had a conversation. And as soon as he went over, everybody else just immediately flocked over, because that was like the confirmation, like, oh yeah, this is Walter Gretzky.
Yeah. I mean,
it's and took pictures and signed autographs and just
awesome.
Just a beauty.
He's I mean, I believe this, but he lived in the same house still, like that Wayne and his brothers grew up in. He still lived in the same house. And I guess they were saying in the paper today that his basement is so full of memorabilia from everywhere, including Wayne stuff, that it is amazing, the stuff that's in that house.
Well, he got robbed here about a year ago, eh?
Oh, did he?
Somebody broke into his basement. It sounded like it was an inside job. Like somebody that knew Walter and knew the family broke into the house and stole a few things.
Hopefully they got it back.
Yeah, I don't know if they did.
But yeah, it's sad. I mean,
it's sad you have to take a drink because that's negative.
World's famous dad.
Yeah.
Hockey dad.
Hockey dad.
Oh, Dustin says this happens to him all the time. People coming up to him in the airport, I would imagine, asking for autographs and pictures.
Well, especially at the bowling alley, Dustin. When we're at tournaments, you and me are always got a table set up, and we're always getting autographs and shaking hands and stuff. It's a great thing to do. Good job, Dustin. Thanks for sharing that.
Trish says it's the mullet.
Well, I was gonna ask, is it Dustin that they want to see, or is it the mullet?
Oh, it's me.
Uh-oh.
They don't like Dustin that much.
I didn't realize your name was Dustin also.
6 a.m. I'm getting text from Dustin. 6 a.m. this morning. I'm getting text
saying,
from Dustin.
Get your old ass out of bed.
Pretty much.
Wakey, wakey.
Time for you to move.
Hey, I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but I want to give a mug away tonight. So we got to figure out, somehow to give away a mug to somebody.
You're so creative, Gerald. I love it.
Well, I've been drinking by myself for a freaking month, okay?
Yeah, team goes on dry February and Gerald gets piled up by himself for a month. Come on.
There is no old man issues there whatsoever.
No. Well, how about if you want a mug, share the episode, and before the end of the show here, let's say in half an hour, so at 8:54, we will draw a name, and Gerald will give you a cup.
I'll give you the one that says Gerald on it. No, it's not.
Nobody wants that, man.
And if you have a cup from before, you're not eligible.
Yeah, Kayla.
Yeah, I don't know how we decided that Kayla was the only guest that got a free cup.
I was just tired of her nagging every time I saw her.
So that's the trick. So if you want a cup, make sure to nag Gerald every time you see her.
She's a freaking nag. Kayla's she doesn't let up. Poor John. I don't know how John survives a day with her, So just saying.
It's called alcohol.
Not in their house.
Oh yeah, sorry. I sit corrected. Not guests, but spectators,
Yeah, audience members,
audience members.
whatever. Kayla, you've got a
Viewers?
mouth, so shut it. Okay. Oh dear.
Man,
So,
that beer tastes
boys,
good.
are you ready? Got your thinking caps on?
Oh
Yes.
I wanted to tell you guys a trip from freaking here to Vancouver to Vegas, but I'll do that later.
Thank
I
you
got
for
my thinking cap on.
It took him a half hour, but he's got his thinking cap on. Hit me.
What weird food combinations do you really enjoy?
Oh.
Butter and tomato.
That's a gooder.
You're
For me,
grunting?
it's macaroni, hot dogs, and ketchup.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's now. Tell me about your mac. Is this speed round or can we have a conversation?
We can have a conversation.
Okay, perfect. Is that how do you like your macaroni and cheese? Is it craft dinner or is it your own homemade?
Oh,
That
it's
Gerald
craft
gets a
dinner.
drink.
I'm not that talented to make my own made, even though I want to try it and do it, but I'm scared to try and do it. But yeah, it's just a craft dinner box style.
I'm with you, buddy. I love me the craft dinner.
Mhm. The mac and cheese with the hot dogs and the ketchup right on, all mixed together.
All in the same pot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A weird
Get her
combination.
going.
I'm gonna ask them.
No,
Yourself?
my mac and cheese, I like craft dinner, but if I'm at mom's house, her mac and cheese is the best.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was
So
the
what
question?
weird food combination do you like?
My weird food combo is salt and vinegar chips in dill pickle dip.
Oh Lord. Oh.
Very nice.
Are
Now,
you
one I
pregnant?
just recently seen is a Kit Kat with ketchup on it. That
Yeah,
sounds ridiculous, but apparently it is unreal delicious.
I
I haven't
friggin'
tried
doubt.
it.
I doubt ketchup and chocolate go together.
Well, give it a go.
I will.
You have the
Okay.
necessary requirements for that one.
I'm gonna do it this week.
There
Okay.
you go. Okay. We look forward to hearing about it next week, Gerald.
You're gonna hear about it next week. You bet.
We will, yeah.
Gerald, what's your
I'm
weird food combination?
Well, you know, for weird. I mean, I'm not much on snacks and stuff, so I would not that you would know. But I love my peanut butter with whatever. I love peanut butter and tomatoes, peanut butter and cheese, peanut butter and cucumbers, peanut butter and bananas. Yeah, so that kind of stuff.
Peanut butter and cucumber?
My dad and I, back in the day, we would, you know, every other night of the week or whatever, he'd create a new sandwich. And you got to think that juice on that cucumber sinking into that peanut butter on a toasted piece of bread. Oh my God, it just melts in your mouth. It's amazing. It's amazing.
That's the weird one you pulled out of that? I pulled out the peanut butter and tomato.
Oh, that's amazing. I got that
I
this
missed
morning
that.
for breakfast.
Peanut butter and tomato.
I got that for breakfast this morning, man. Woo!
You can
That
keep
explains a lot, my friend. It truly, truly does about you.
that explains a lot, my friend.
Robert
That was a
says
compliment.
Ice cream and bologna?
ice cream and bologna.
Oh, I can see that.
What Robert says. Dustin says make your hot dogs and then make the KD in the wiener water soup.
Yep.
There you go.
Really?
That's a good way of doing her.
He also says Gerald's favorite combo is food.
You. Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
it is. It's awesome, man. The salt and vinegar and the dill pickle, they go together so
such a-
well.
I wouldn't think so, but now I'm going to have to try it.
You know what? I didn't think so either. And then I tried it and I became a believer.
I'm a believer.
And then I
Wow.
saw her face.
I think you guys have a day job.
So, what social stigma does society need to get over?
Where do I begin?
Choose one.
Like Black
Hmm.
Lives Matter.
Oh,
Well, let's go with one that's not going to be such a politically hot issue. Like,
Oh, no, let's go political. Come on.
no, we don't want to go there.
I just opened up the window for you to say whatever you want to say. Don't all of a sudden now take the high road, brother.
Skateboarding is not a crime.
And he goes,
It's not a crime.
Yeah, I'm seeing some comments here that I was.
I think for me it would be because
Racial.
no, not racial. I mean, yes, but for me it's the I don't know how you. I don't want to be politically wrong when I say this, since I'm running in August or whatever. But the gay community, right? And they get a bad rap when they paint those roads across, like the lines across the crosswalks, and then somebody comes and squeaks some
Crosswalks,
tires
yeah.
on it. That pisses me off, right? So
would
gotta
you
get
say that
over it.
really grinds your gears?
it really, they're people. We're just people. We're all just people. We all do our own thing, man. That's it. That's
Yeah.
all. That's it. That's all. Except for Dwayne, he doesn't do his own thing. He's got the CRTCA in there somewhere.
I do have the CRTC in my house.
How about you,
for
Dwayne?
me- For me, I know this is going to be really unpopular, but I got to go with the week that has been with the Dr. Seuss books. Millennials are starting to kill us.
Yeah.
And they're starting to just the woke society go back to sleep.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
You thought the episode of Nicki Bye got shut down quick.
Oh, look at all those people leaving our show now. Look at all those people walking.
Man.
When I heard that this week, I couldn't fucking believe it.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? Like, it's just like
does.
nothing's safe anymore. Nothing is.
Mr.
Like,
Potato.
I see a post on Facebook by one of my friends is, can you ask for a black coffee anymore? Is a brownie a true brownie? Is there white chocolate cake anymore? It's like, are you like, oh my God.
You know, at the bowling alley last night, or I mean, somewhere else last night, we were talking about snooker when all the white balls beat all the color balls, right? Is snooker going to change? Like, come on. You know,
There's got to be a line somewhere, but who gets to
Yes.
decide the line is the issue, right? Because if
Yeah,
there is
yeah.
a deciding entity, then they're going to decide where the line is. Somebody's going to have to decide where the line is, or we can just stop it.
yeah,
You know,
just like that, right? Okay, I've had enough of this one.
I'm just going to say, I'm not going to say that there hasn't been some atrocities, but I will
100%.
say this. It hasn't been that bad.
Yeah. Okay, next. I don't like this conversation. It's driving me to drinking. Oh, too late.
What is something you really resent paying for?
power.
Ask again. I didn't hear.
Could you ask again, Dwayne? I didn't hear the question.
What's something you really resent paying for?
Oh,
Power.
power. We're just talking about that, eh?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, I just seen the electrical bill for the month. And I'm
Carbon
like, what?
tax, right?
This is ridiculous. I live by myself, man. Surely I don't go through that much power. Apparently I do.
House taxes, property taxes.
Oh, son of a gun.
Why are we getting so negative here? Carbon tax, because it isn't real. Uh-oh.
Global warming.
We got lots of hockey left, boys. Lots of hockey left.
So here's a fun one. What would a world populated by clones of you be like?
Oh, that'd be great. We'd all be in a big ass porn movie, and it'd be great. Everybody'd be just getting along and living the dream.
I bet.
Golfing and bowling. KD macaroni and cheese with a hot dog. It'll be great. Okay, that's my answer.
Okay. I would say a world full of clones of me would be
Too much giggling.
There'd be a lot of laughing going on, man.
You know what my wife said, Colton?
What'd she say?
Laughter. You'd just be full of laughter. You'd make the world happy because you're giggle all the time.
You know what they say, Gerald? Live, laugh, love.
Yep.
Kayla's really curious about your answer there.
I guess if they were all me, that wouldn't make any sense, would it? Anyway, let's carry on.
The funny thing is, the only person watching the porn would be you.
Oh, you're bringing tears to my eyes, boys. Oh,
ours too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to plug my ears in for a second. Wow.
You got a little scrap in the back there, eh?
Darnell and Lucic.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
What movie can you watch over and over and over and not get tired of watching?
Joel, you go ahead. I've got too many I got to sort through here.
that's an easy one for me. Any of them, because I love to sing, because I'm a singer, and I'm waiting for somebody to do a duet with Mamma Mia. Here I go again. My, how could I resist ya? That's me right there.
That's adorable.
Ace Ventura, Kayla.
Yeah, shocking, Kayla. Shocking.
I don't know, man. I would say Into the Wild or Chasing Mavericks. Those are two of my favorite movies that if I just can't find something, I'll just watch one of those two.
Yeah.
And then as far as comedies go, I'd say probably Dumb and Dumber. That's a classic.
Comedies? Oh, comedy.
Step Brothers or Dodgeball. Now, this is funny because this is where our tastes are completely different. Dwayne, how about you, my friend? Super Troopers, that's a good one. Sorry, I was interrupting you.
Anything Avengers.
What's the hell?
Oh, the
Avengers, the Bad Boys series, a movie called Last Boy Scout with Bruce Willis. Yeah, I got a ton of them. Yeah, I know, Joe. I know, Joe. You haven't heard any of those before. But anyways, yeah, stick to your Mamma Mia.
Nick says Super Troopers. Robert says anything with Jim Carrey.
Robert.
Dustin says anything with Chris Farley.
Yeah,
I agree with you 100%, buddy.
Dustin is Chris Farley. This guy is freaking nuts at party. He is the Chris Farley of our today parties.
All right, so I got to make a list here of friends I'm blocking now. Dustin Thompson.
I would like to see Dustin fall down a hill and recreate the black sheep moment.
I'll videotape it. We'll make her happen.
Perfect.
Yeah. You know what we'll do? We'll get him out to our golf tournament this year, and then we'll find a hill and make it happen right there with your little thingy up in the air, right?
Drone.
That's what it's called.
He'd be in the trees looking to shoot something with an arrow. What's the most epic way you've seen someone quit or be fired?
In real life or
in real life?
Oh, in real life. IRL.
I don't know. Well, that you had to have seen, Dwayne, or that just happened?
Well, I think it'd be better if it's something that you've seen.
Well, for 25 years I've been self-employed and I've fired a few people, but I mean, I was always polite about it. But at the Walmart here in Grand Prairie, a gentleman quit one time, but he went on the mic. He went on the microphone and promoted why he was quitting, said everything why he was quitting, and he hung up the mic and he left. It was pretty cool.
That's neat.
Colton, IRL, explain more.
In real life.
In real life.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on board with the new age, and I'm trying to, talk like the young kids. Right?
Colton, please don't become a millennial.
I'm bringing in a new demographic, boys.
Come back to the dark side, Colton. Come back to the 50 and older.
Okay. In real life. I don't know. I think my best story personally was I was 16 and I was working at Superstore, and it was just a week of abuse from the customers. Like, the customers were ruthless there, man. I was brand new, so I didn't know where anything was. Somebody'd ask, "Where's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm not too sure, but let me help you find it." Right? What else are you supposed to say? I don't know. Go figure it out. Or no, you got to say like, "I'm not sure, but let me help you." And so it was just constant abuse. And then finally, the last day that I was working there, this lady asked me, she says, "Hey, where's the ice?" And I said, "Ooh, perfect. I know where this is." Said, "Right down at the end of the row here on the right." She goes, "Nope, it's empty." I'm like, "Okay, perfect. Well, let me go check in the back and I'll see if we have any more." And she goes, "No, I want it now," and threw a bag of rice at me. It like hit me in the chest with a bag of rice. And I'm like, "Are you serious?
Oh my God.
I do not need this job."
That
So
really happened. That's
Did
crazy.
you grab the mic and go, "I'm out"? Oh, he's frozen.
Oh, he froze on us. He'll come back.
Come on back.
There you
There
are.
he came back.
Yeah, the cat came back the very next day.
Oh,
You did.
nice. I made it.
We thought you were gone. Or that's a crazy
Another
way to
scrap.
quit a job. Like, that's just a cranky old cow there, right? Like, holy smokes.
And that's what it was like all week. Like, I don't know if it was just a rough week on Superstore shoppers or what it was, but I was like, I don't need this in my life.
No, you throw that bag of rice back at her and walk out the door.
Yeah, I just turned around, walked straight up to my boss's office, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm done. That's enough of that. Yeah, no more for me."
How about you, Dwayne?
For me, it was I was working at a place, and we had a guy who was one of our drivers. He wasn't that great of a driver, and we had to fire him. And I was watching my boss fire him, and the guy literally got up on a chair, then got up on a desk and stood there and started explaining why he shouldn't be fired. That things were just not working the way he should have worked. He was like, and I'm sitting back in my office and watching this, and I'm like, boy, I wish I had a video of this right at this moment in time, because that would be a YouTube video. Oh, it was hilarious. That's one that sticks out in my mind, but that was hilarious.
Yeah, for
Being
sure.
the opposite, I'm trying not to smile or laugh, right? But it's like,
And then he walks out and everybody
and then he
bursts out
walks up,
laughing.
and I walk into my boss's office, and my boss is kind of looking at me like, and I'm howling. I am absolutely howling. I was quite the ass, but I was howling.
Oh, man.
So nothing's changed then.
Oh, Nick, thank you for pointing that out. Colton is a millennial. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's nice.
Yeah, well, in next world, it's from anyone from 85 to 2000. Thanks for narrowing it down.
Oh, thank God we can start the show now.
Oh, thanks for showing up.
Welcome, buddy.
Oh, way to save
I
us.
might as well say this now that Warren's here. Warren being the DC fan that he is.
Oh, man, you got a good memory. Holy.
Al just did a cover for Batman
Oh,
Come
no
on.
way.
for DC Comics.
Wow.
Comes out
That's
next month.
awesome.
That's fantastic, Dwayne. Huh?
When are we getting Kyle back on here?
I don't know. He is extremely busy, so I don't know.
He's pretty boring anyway, eh? So
Yeah, I know. He doesn't talk very well or mix with anybody.
no, he's good to have on. I'm Generation A. What the hell's Generation A?
Like the original. He's saying you're that old. He's saying you're that old, like Generation A. Like
No, I'm Generation A. Eh? How's it going, eh?
So, who is your most craziest or interesting teacher?
I had a guy in college, and he was a manager at the original keg. It was called the Keg and Barrel, or the Keg and I think the Keg or Keg and Cloak or Keg and I don't know. I'm drawing a blank here. It was a while ago. Keg and Cleaver is what it was. That was the original, and that was out in Vancouver. And he was the first manager at that place. Just a cool fella. He was teaching restaurant management. He called me Colt 45, and he was a character. You know, he was always drinking out of a water bottle, and he'd go, "Hey, anybody want to snort?" Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, he was a riot. I'd say that guy for sure.
What was the question?
Who was the craziest, most interesting teacher ever? Thanks, Jason.
Teacher? Oh gosh. Yeah, see, Colton's so good at diversifying. When you say teacher, I'm old school, I'm thinking school, right? Where Colton's thinking outside the box. Outside the box, life skills. I mean, for me, it's grade 7.
Teacher, man.
Hey. For me, it's Mr. Pallison in grade 7. He was a how to write teacher, and if you were a shithead, he brought you up to the front. That's what he was. He brought you up to the front of the class, and we'd hold our hand out, and he'd go next door and grab a teacher, Mrs. Lauren, and she would look through the window, and he'd give us all the strap, and we'd all say, "Is that it? A little harder, please," or whatever. But it was weird. He lived the law with he lived the law by the strap, right? So
I guess you could say he was a strapping young man.
he was a strapping young man.
I think he's a strapping old man.
Grade 7, what am I, 15, 14? So he's probably 25, 30, but Lauren. I'm going to put up a thing pretty soon about elder abuse. How about you,
yourself, Dwayne?
I was just thinking about this, and
we saw the smoke.
I know. I don't know if I had a crazy teacher, interesting teacher, because I was a crazy student, so I don't think it equated the way that it's supposed to. I don't know. I don't know if I.
The show's only an hour long, buddy. You know.
Yeah, I don't know if I had one, to be honest with you.
Fair enough.
What was the last photo you took?
You bugger.
Oh, now you're cheating, you asshats.
Am I losing power? Yeah, you got to plug it in.
Oh, that's cheating looking at your phone.
Well, I don't know. Probably
it was the moon, man.
And for me, it was something I wrote to little networking buddy.
Well, for all cheating.
Oh, we were supposed to guess. It was a shot in the dark.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to guess.
Oh, is that a cup of beer?
That's a cup of beer.
My man. Was it photo sharing time?
Photo sharing time. What is the most amazing slow motion video you've ever seen?
You know what? I got a Snapchat the other day,
ooh.
and it was from Dustin Thompson in slow motion with his mullet. Holy shit! Hey, Dustin, you remember that mullet on the Snapchat? I never laughed so hard. Holy smokes! Shut up, you guys.
You're getting roasted hard tonight, Gerald. It's hilarious.
I'm gonna say Taggers rollover.
Really? There's a video of that?
There is, but I haven't seen it yet. But I'm just saying something.
Oh.
I roll off into the weeds.
Yeah.
Did you hear that there was a fan found him in the rough? He was unconscious, but he was there.
Oh man.
Still too soon?
Is there any word on that? How is he doing?
Doesn't matter. You
Yeah,
got
he's-
to ask a question.
He's supposed to be doing well, but they're looking to open up the black box on the vehicle to find out and see exactly what happened.
The black box.
Yeah. It's a
You mean-
Hyundai, so it's got
He's
a black
really prejudiced.
A black box, or did you mean the blow box?
Airtime black box. I know you can see the air quotes, but airtime black box. They
That's
aren't
hilarious.
testing his blood, so they don't think he was under the influence.
Well, that's good.
Colton, what was the craziest slow motion video you've seen last?
Yeah, Colton.
I'll
Here,
tell you one that I
I'll give you
took.
one. I'll give you one.
Okay, yeah, Gerald, you answer my question for me.
There you go. How's that?
It was terrible. If I'm being honest, Gerald, it's not very good.
It was not good. Anyway, go ahead, buddy.
To be fair,
To be fair,
I took one this summer. We were out boating in Peerless Lake. We were doing some fishing up there, and it was such a beautiful day. It was so hot, and like the lake was just glass. So we decided, let's go for a little swim. We might have had a couple of pops, eh? And so I had to do a backflip, and I said, "Oh, you have to get this in slow motion." So I got a slow motion of me doing a backflip off a boat into a beautiful
Nice.
northern
That'd be pretty
Alberta
cool.
lake.
nice.
Can you share that
Yeah.
next week on the Giggling Guru?
Probably not. I was
Okay.
no. I was in my underwear, and
I was
my
gonna say,
belly
pretty
just about
sure
hit
that
me
he
in the
didn't
face.
have any swimming trunks on whatsoever.
Yeah.
Robert's right though. If you put his up there, him jumping without a shirt, you know, at Nick's wedding there, I wish we could have caught that in slow motion.
No.
And at the same time, he had a friggin' dart in his leg because they're playing that stupid game where you gotta throw a dart and hit a beer, and when you poke a hole in the beer, you gotta drink the beer.
You just about had the name. It's called beer darts.
Okay. Well, Robert had a dart in his freaking leg.
Didn't know.
That'll happen, man. That'll happen.
Okay,
Not a sport unless somebody gets injured.
that's right.
Amen. I got a question on the bottom of the ticker here that oh shoot, we haven't are you guys writing down the names there, Gerald?
I haven't been paying attention to anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured. Okay, I'll go have a look and see what we got
For everybody that
shares.
shared.
Yeah, if you guys shared the video, then you'll get entered to win, or you'll get entered to win a cup. Giggling Guru and the Grin Guy Cup.
And the Grin guys, they're the best. They carry the Giggling Guru.
While you're doing that, do you want to do a rapid fire round while you're doing that?
Yeah, let's do it. Looks
All right. Dogs or
Sorry.
dog or cats?
dogs.
I'm ready.
Dog or cats?
Oh,
Dogs.
Ned, my cat.
Netflix or YouTube?
Could give a shit
Ooh.
about either.
Netflix.
Toast or eggs?
Oh my God, toast, eggs go right through me.
Eggs on my toast.
Cardio or weights?
Ooh.
Cardio.
Wait.
Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook.
Well, I don't
Twitter?
have Twitter, so there
Who
you go.
does Twitter?
Rich friend or loyal friend?
Oh, please.
Loyal.
Exactly.
What's worse, laundry or dishes?
Dishes.
Yeah, I'll go with Colton on the dishes. My wife said laundry, but I say dishes.
Hamburger or tacos?
Laundry.
Ooh, cheeseburger for sure.
What was the question?
Hamburger or tacos?
Oh. Well, you know what? The woman next to me makes amazing both, but I'm going to have to go with tacos.
Hey,
Passenger
I'm only
or
just
driver?
one sec here. Just one sec here, Dwayne. I'm only seeing 2 names that were shared.
Okay.
So if you guys shared, if you want to throw in the comments that you shared, I'm seeing that we got 5 shares, but there's only 2 that are popping up on my Facebook. So if you guys want to pump in the comments that you shared, then I will put your name down here in
For
the
sure.
draw.
For sure.
And Kayla, we already discussed, you don't get to win again.
Yeah. Kayla.
So go ahead, babe.
Passenger or driver?
Driver.
Driver for sure.
Blue or red?
Blue.
I'm colorblind.
Me too.
So is that blue you're wearing, Colton? What is that? An Oilers jersey? That's blue?
That's blue and orange.
I like the color of the sky, so we'll go with that.
Warren, you can win, but you got to share the video.
Share the freaking video, Warren. Like, get your head out of your ass. Let's go. Bye.
So who do you have already, Colton?
So I got Tracy, Sarah, Dustin, Peggy.
Yeah, that's who I've. Then they're supposed to be.
And then Kayla,
I'm having a hard time trying to see the other ones.
Oh, Robert says this guy.
Alrighty, that's rapid fire, and you win nothing.
Damn it.
What's the spiciest thing you've ever eaten?
The spiciest.
I'm not a spice guy, so I'd have to go back a long ways to say that I tried something that was probably so mild compared to you guys, because I can't take it. We're talking nothing really. I don't even remember.
I would have to say I was in a hot wing eating contest at what's that place? Right, Mad Hatter's Liquid Lounge and Crazy Cuisine. I couldn't remember the slogan, but I couldn't remember the friggin' name. And they were hot wings. They weren't bad, but they were actually like the temperature hot was like they just came out of the fryer and then threw them in the hot sauce and then put them right up on stage for me. So I'm motoring through these things and like my fingers are getting burnt, my mouth is getting burnt, and you got to set the best time. So a guy's just going to town, and I hammered through those wings. I had the best time. I was the first person to go that night. So I had the best time that beat the previous week by like a minute. Like I crushed the time, but then I kind of set the stage for everybody else. So they knew what they had to do. So I ended up losing by a few seconds, but yeah.
That's a good try, buddy. Good try.
Yeah.
Did you get a participation ribbon?
No, but we raised money for charity, so that's all that
Charity's good.
Matters, right?
But you should have still got a participation ribbon. That would have, just like in school when you're doing things.
Dustin
gets a ribbon.
Dustin said he could beat you, but Colton's like a sore dick, He can't be beat. So
I don't know how to take that, buddy.
I'm drinking.
Wow. That's your count.
Sorry to everybody there.
Yeah, my grandma's sitting there going, Jesus, Jared.
Yeah,
for me, it was also spicy wing too, Colton. There's a bar here in the city, and where they inject their hot sauce into the bones of the chicken wing. And yeah, it was like you should have known when the thing. So we decided at the table that we're gonna have this of course, we were drinking, not like we drank a lot back then, but we were drinking, and we wanted to see how many we could eat. And I did a plate because I'm kind of nutso when I'm drinking and having fun back in the day. And they were called Death, and they were hot as hell. But yeah, they injected it right into the bone, and they were good, but they were deadly.
Yeah, I think anything that is called death, I would avoid. Kind of a rule of thumb that I've got,
Warren's got a good point for that one, like toss Warren's comment up there because he's right.
You're not
is that
supposed to eat the bone, sir.
you're not supposed to eat the bone?
Yeah, but where do you think the flavor of the bone goes, Gerald?
I'm talking about Warren here.
It goes into the meat. Let's get to the meat of the situation.
I see Colton's putting all those names in a hat.
I'm putting them on my table, and then I will put them in a hat. I will, yes. First steps first.
Okay, this is kind of a long question.
Oh, great.
I'm into it.
What would be the worst thing to hear as you're going under anesthesia before heart surgery?
Sorry, you cut out on my end here. What'd you say?
My word.
What would be the worst thing to hear as you are going under anesthesia before heart surgery? Mine would be, I really hope this scalpel isn't dull.
Mine would be, I've never seen anything look so bad.
Well, here goes nothing.
Another would be, I hope he makes it.
Yeah.
Okay, drum roll for a mug. Woo! We got to get rid of our Giggle and Guru mugs.
I thought you were doing a drum roll.
Okay, sorry. I could have sang Nickelback for Emily. Who is it?
Oh, nice. My mama.
Oh,
Hey,
man. Well,
Now she can
bravo.
drink out of it while Calgary loses.
Tracy, the next time I see you, I will bring you a Giggle and Guru mug, my dear.
He does push-ups.
It's still 1-0, right?
Yeah, they're in first intermission.
Okay, beautiful.
What is the most expensive thing you've broken?
Ooh, I would say either my buddy's TV,
Warren.
or yeah, there is an or. Yeah, I broke Andrew's TV. He threw. I can't remember what the hell he threw at me. He threw something at me, and I just put it down. And then he threw something else at me, and I put it down. Then he threw something else at me, and it hit me right between the legs where a guy shouldn't get hit. And so I decided now it's time to throw it back. And I threw it, but it hit the ground, and it bounced off the ground and hit the TV, and it went all black. And everyone goes, "Oh!" Yeah, so I would say probably the TV.
And Gerald?
Oh, for me, I was in a tournament with Robert Tompkins and Dustin, and I broke their pride. And that was fairly expensive because I lost them as friends for a while. It's priceless, right? So because I really haven't broken anything, that's worth material wise. No, I don't do that stuff. Not worth penny. But I broke their pride, and they can bring it up on here that we had a tournament, and Gerald pretty much crushed them, and they didn't know how to recover from that. So they still haven't. See, Dustin's got it.
Yeah, that's not him agreeing with you.
It was done after the fourth frame, just like yours when I crushed you and broke your pride there that day.
I like Warren's comment about going back for the heart surgery one. Hey, Sally. He goes, what was it? Hey, Sally, where did you put that how-to book?
Frickin' Warren.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good one to hear.
For me, it was a vehicle.
Yeah.
It wasn't my vehicle. It was somebody else's. I rolled it back in high school.
Oof.
I was just learning how to drive, and I decided that I needed to take a corner and going up the hill in Peace River. And yeah, I did make the corner, and I ended up rolling it into the ditch.
Oh man, I freaking now you're bringing up some old memories of some shit I did. That's pretty awesome. Okay, anyway, carry on.
So you did break stuff, Gerald, is what you're saying.
Oh my gosh. She was Dukes of Hazzard time now that you brought that up. So yeah.
Go on.
No, well, it was an older car, but we're coming up the old Dwayne, the old curve on the hill, the way we used to go down to the Peace River, right? So I'm coming up the hill to go to the west end before the bridge was made, right? And there's a barricade at the top of the hill, and Buddy says, "We got to hang a left up here into the residential area up on the top of the hill." And I said, "No, I'm going for it." I went smashing through the barricade. And we told the car off anyway, but we didn't hurt it bad. It was an older car, right? But oh my god, that barricade just went flying and wrecked the car. We parked it and we left it there pretty much. So yeah, me and David Hills. David Hills was the guy. He's passed away now, but whew.
I launched one into a field as Cavaliers at 24. I launched that into a farmer's field through a fence.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, eh, Dwayne?
Yeah,
I remember my brother once telling me a story that he was going down one of the back roads. I remember David telling me one time he was going down the back roads in Peace River on the top of the West Hill towards Grimshaw there, and they were on some gravel road. Just they fucking got it nutted, and he said, and they lost control when they hit the ditch, and they went through the ditch and up in the air. He says he remembers like 3 or 4 revolutions, right, of that before they hit the ground. And he said when they landed, they landed upright, and they're all sitting there smoking a joint, I guess, and doing their thing, and they just, well, we can smell gas, right? So we should get out, maybe, right? But oh my god, that'd have been funny to witness, but not really,
Yeah, I've had a few crashes. I'm just like, cars and I didn't get along when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Were you a speed demon, or what was the issue?
What's that?
Were you a speed demon, or what was the issue?
I used to enjoy partaking in certain things and then thinking that I might be able to.
Yeah.
And
fearless.
No,
dumbass.
That never works out.
It's dumbass. I remember a buddy of mine in one of his old cars. We were partying it up, and I was driving. Hey, I can drive, and down into the ditch, same thing. Kept just pinned it back up out of the ditch, back onto the road. Kept on trucking.
Wow.
I'm way better now. I'm not the same way.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I will say this. When I launched my Cavalier into the farmer's field, I turned myself into the cops.
Did you?
Yeah, I walked up to a gas station. I phoned him. This is before I had a cell phone. I phoned him, and they said, "How can we help you?" And I said, "Well, I know I'm in a town that I shouldn't be in, and I know what I've been drinking, and I shouldn't have been driving. But I'm pretty sure if we go somewhere, we can pretty much find the car keys somewhere or find a car somewhere." Yeah. I took them. They took me. It was kind of funny. So they picked me up. And what had happened is I crashed the car. I walked home. I threw the keys on the table. I walked to the store, so I didn't phone from home because I didn't have a phone at home. Went to the gas station, called the police. They came to pick me up. They charged me with public intoxication. Drove me to a B&E call because somebody was breaking into a building. Then took me down to where my car was. Searched my car, and they looked at me and went, "Why did you phone us? You could have got away with this." And it's because insurance and registration are in that car, and you would have found me.
Yeah.
They take me to the police station, charged me, and they go, "This is going to be a funny one for Christmas time." And I said, "Yes, it will be, but speak nice of me." But yeah, I turned myself into the police, and I haven't drank and drive drove since.
Yeah, well, of course not. Yeah. Leanne had a quick question there I want to answer, if you wouldn't mind putting that up there. It's unfortunately, Leanne, David passed away. Gosh, I'm going to say 10 years ago. He just, I guess, had enough, went to sleep, kind of thing. So yeah, he just, he's passed away anyway. So that's where David is, and his wife. She passed away also. It's terrible, right? So yeah, David and Kathy. But yeah, so that's what happened with Dave.
So as far as wrecking vehicles go, when I was 16, I was driving to work at the bowling alley, and I was all excited with my new truck, and it was just came from Grandma Peggy's. Actually, we're having supper, and then I was off to the bowling alley to work. So I'm driving down 68th, and on the right hand side we had a Little Caesars. So I had a buddy that was working at Little Caesars, and he was holding the sign and spinning the sign and doing all those, cool tricks. And I wanted to show off my new truck. Laying on the horn, hey, Rob! And I blow right through a red light. And a Sunfire T-boned me right on the bumper.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm looking over here, and I just feel I'm like, oh, what the heck was that? And I look in the review mirror, and there's just parts everywhere, like slow motion parts. Like, I think that was me.
That's just slow-mo video.
Yeah, that it is.
Wow.
Video.
Yeah,
Sorry.
wow is right. And so that was me. And then so the cop ended up showing up at the bowling alley after, because I'm like, I gotta get to work. I'm gonna be late. Can't be late for work. And so the cop's like, okay, I'll come visit you at work. I'm like, okay. So I go to work, and so she shows up with running a red light ticket and a tinted window ticket. And tinted window. Anyways,
Yeah,
she said she'd tear the ticket up if I took the tint off. So that night we took the tint off, and I tried calling her all the way till the court date. No answer. Left voicemails. Nothing. Finally, the day before the court date, she answers. She's like, no, I seen your truck at the school yesterday, and it still had the tint on, so you have to pay it. So I lost the tint and had to pay the ticket. That was brutal.
Do you notice that they don't pull over for tint now?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we had a guy pulled over this
tint
week
anymore.
with tint.
But did he get a ticket for it?
I'm not coming to Grand Prairie in my truck.
Exactly. One of Kaylee's friends got pulled over for tint. So yeah.
You can't see into my truck.
Oh, really? Oh,
Mhm.
man.
Absolutely. So
Well, that was awesome, boys.
Yes, indeed.
I'm pretty lit. I'm pretty lit up right now.
Just
Must be
another
better.
Saturday night for you, hey?
Well, it's nice that you guys joined me drinking this week. I appreciate it.
sorry, I'm actually drinking water.
Probably you are.
Proud of you. You know what you're drinking? You're drinking water. Right on. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a great week, because next week we're going to come back and do it all again. What do you think?
Me and Colton, all me and Colton are going to say is 2020, baby. 2020.
Boom.
What about 2020?
2020, baby.
What
Boom,
about 2020?
Come on. That's a you and me thing. Boom 2020.
Oh, I know what you're getting at.
Boom 2020.
That's a little inside what's up.
What's that, Colton?
I said that's a little inside what's up.
That's a little inside one, yeah.
That's right.
Kayla knows, Robert knows, yeah,
well,
but boom 2020.
Yeah, go ahead, Dwayne.
You want to straighten your mom out over there?
Posting you're done your push-ups tomorrow, boys. Lot of hockey left, Mom. Lot of hockey left.
Yeah. That sounds like a true flamer.
Kayla gets it. Hey, Kayla gets it. Boom 2020.
There you
Whee!
go. Okay, well, on that note, let's go watch the rest of the hockey game because it's going to be a hell of a comeback, and you're not going to want to miss it. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for commenting.
Yeah, thanks you
for
guys.
sharing. Love y'all, and we'll catch you next week.
Peace out.